Welcome to the Fenimore High School Band's part of tonight's concert. Our first song is La Vie en Rose. We are starting a bit different as we feature 4 soloists. Trinity Clace on flute, Colin Berklow on clarinet, Josiah King on alto saxophone, and Julianne Washa on euphonium. We are using microphones to enhance the sounds of the soloists by adding some reverb to the sound. This arrangement is envisioned by our conductor, Larry Albrecht. Why is La Vie en Rose so popular? It was performed live in concert for the first time in 1946. It became a favorite with audiences. La Vie en Rose was the song that made Edith Piaf internationally famous. Its lyrics expressing the joy of finding true love and appealing to those who had endured the hardships of World War II. The song's title can be translated as Life Seen Through Rose-Colored Glasses. Piaf's peers and songwriting team did not think the song would be successful, finding it weaker than the rest of her repertoire. Heeding their advice, the singer put the song aside, only to change her mind the next year.
Our next song is Bandology, written by Eric Osterling. He began his musical career as a professional pianist at age 14, accompanying and arranging music for several dance bands in the Hartford, Connecticut area. He continued his musical studies at Ithaca College and the University of Connecticut, where he specialized in music education. Using rich, full band chords and interesting rhythms have made this light concert march a perennial audience and performer favorite. Thank you.
Forest of the King is a suite of old French folk tunes. It's a three-movement arrangement by Pierre Laplante, who was a former music teacher in the Pecatana School District. Movement 1 is La Ferret, or The Ferret. This is an old children's song that can be used in a circle game. A ring on a string is passed around, while a child in the middle tries to guess where it is at. The ring might be the ferret as the children sing. He runs, the forest ferret, my ladies. He runs, the ferret of the pretty wood. Movement 2 is the Laurel Grove. The tune in this version was very popular during the 18th century, especially at the court of Versailles. The imagery is both pastoral and festive. No longer shall we go to the woods. The laurel trees are cut. Here is the fair one, who will gather them. Enter in the dance. See how we dance. Jump, dance, embrace who you will. And Jean the shepherdess, with her white basket, going to pick the strawberries and the flowers of the wild rose. Movement 3 is King Dagobert. This movement was written as a medieval troubadour ditty poking fun at the royalty. The good King Dagobert has his trousers on backwards. The grand saint said, "Oh my king, you are badly dressed." "You are right," said the king. "I'm going to put them on right." Please enjoy In the Forest of the King.
Time for some more audience education. This is a multi-movement piece, 3 movements. Typically, on a multi-movement piece, the audience does not clap in between the movements. How many movements is it? 3. Really? 3? I don't believe you. How many? 3. Okay. Good.
had some issues with page turns there. There was like 6 or 7 pages for some of the parts in a long piece like that. So thanks for bearing with us. At this time, I'd like to introduce our band. Not all of them, but yeah, most of them. Can I have the freshmen stand up or wave? Freshmen, yeah. Next, the sophomores. And the juniors. And then the special group, the seniors, who have their nice pictures up on our sound shelf here. We have Trinity Clace, come up here. Next on our Wall of Fame, Caitlin Schnitzler. I have to look up on the wall to see that, make sure I got them all. Matthew Winch, percussion section. And Barry sax player Daniel Witzig. Been an honor and privilege to be with you for 3 months. It's really good, really good. This band has improved so much from when we started in January, right after the high school honors band. So congratulations to all of you. It's been a great experience, okay? Thank you.
So at this time, we will be discussing the Arion Award, and usually I read the whole page. This time I'm going to keep it a little bit shorter. Arion goes back to Greek mythology. He was an excellent musician and serviceman, and he was honored for his music. And it's so hard to pick just one senior because they've all spent such countless hours inside and outside of the classroom. Their dedication, they're all dedicated and they're all great students, and it's really hard for me to just pick one student. And so this year we will be presenting the Arion Award to Caitlin Schnitzler and Daniel Witzig.
Everybody, I'm Trinity Clace, one of the seniors at Fenimore High School, and we want to present something to both Mr. and Mr. A, and thank both of them for teaching us and spending the countless hours with them teaching us and dedicating their time to us. And we're incredibly thankful to have Mr. as our teacher and Mr. A as our long-term sub, now 2 times. So thank you to both of you.
Hi everyone, and thank you for coming to tonight's spring band concert. We end up with Chattanooga Choo Choo, a 1941 song that was written by Matt Gordon and composed by Harry Warren. It was originally recorded as a big band / swing tune by Glenn Miller and his orchestra, and featured in the 1941 movie Sun Valley Serenade. It became an anthem during World War II, appealing to both soldiers and civilians. It was the first song to sell over 1 million copies, earning the first ever certified gold record in history. Wow. RCA presented Glenn Miller with a gold-colored record, creating a landmark moment in the music industry.
I know many of you have heard this before. We played this a couple times this year already, but we have so much fun playing it, we had to do it again. Chattanooga Choo Choo.